This video is going to be about how we use the formula for the area of a sector, but in reverse. So for example, in this question, you'll see that you've been told the radius of the sector, you've been told the area of the sector, which is usually what we have to try and find out, but we don't know the angle, so we're going to have to work backwards. So just like in the last video, the area of a sector is A equals the angle, well I don't know what that is, so I'll just put a question mark, divided by 360 degrees, times by pi, times by the radius squared. And like I said, in this particular case, we've been told the area. So let's just neaten that up a bit. So 11.6 equals question mark divided by 360 times by pi times by 6 squared. I'm going to neaten that up a little bit more. So that's 11.6 times the question mark, we want to know the angle, over 360 times pi times 36. And all we need to do now is use what we've learnt before about inverses, doing the opposite. So if I want to know what the question mark is, I have to think about what happened to it. Well, what I've done is I divided it by 360, I times by pi, and I times by 36. So I need to do the inverse to each of those. So let's work backwards. I'll need to divide it by 36, divide it by pi, and times by 360. So I'll get, in the end, 11.6 divided by 36 pi, because if you think about it, I could have written that bit as 36 pi, and then times by 360. And that is equal to my question mark, because I've done the opposite all the way through. I've divided by pi, which is here, I've divided by 36, which is here, and I've times by 360, which is here. Just need to put that in a calculator now. So 11.6 divided by 36 pi, and then finally multiply my answer by 360 degrees, and I got 36.9239468. So that tells me my missing angle is, to three significant figures, 36.9 degrees. Remember the unit you're after. It's not centimetres or centimetres squared or anything like that, it's an angle, so I want to know degrees. Question for you to do now. The first one, you should be able to follow the example. See if you can work back and find the angle. The second question, a bit of an extension here. This time I'm telling you the angle and the area, but I want you to see if you can work back and find the radius for me. There might be a few different steps in there which you need to think about, but the process of using inverses still applies.